So today I started off by working on the wolf's ears for his hat. So I started off by cutting out two pattern pieces from boss shape, which is the same as was used for donkey's ears, but I didn't make it. And then I sew up a dart here to give it this shape, and then I used a steamer to harden the boss shape. And then I went in and I painted, you can't see it very clearly here, but I'll put photos in, I painted lots of strokes to look like hairs for the wolf's ears, and I used a reference image that I did some research on wolf's ears to help me with that. And I think it went quite well, other than the fact that on this one, I have the darts up here at the top, and on this one, the darts down here on the bottom, so it doesn't look quite right. They are very similar, but if you see the shape's a little bit different. So obviously if I were to do that again, I would make sure that I had done them the correct way round and they were both the same. Then I moved on to making the bonnet. So the first thing I did was I had to make a circle, which was quite difficult obviously to just draw a circle. So I folded the fabric in half and then in half again. So there was a corner here all this with only one side that was open, and I drew a curved line from one corner to the other, which made a circle, which then made this circle, where I rolled the hem. I made a rolled hem and I attached lace to it and I pinned all that down. The rolled hem was quite difficult because it's curved, which means that it comes undone and you have to go quite slowly round because it's different. It makes it a different length because obviously as you go further into the circle it gets smaller, so the bit being folded over there's more fabric, so it's hard to make a hem for that. I did manage it, but I do have a couple of tucks here and there which I'm not very happy with. Like here, I don't know if you can see, it's a bit wrinkly, so if I were to do this again, and there's another one there, if I were to do this again I'd probably take a bit more time and just make sure that it's really in the right place, put more pins in to stop it from sliding around, because it did do that quite a bit, which was quite difficult. And then I started sewing some elastic the way around. So if you see, here's the elastic. So it will sit on the head. I haven't finished it all yet, like that. And I will put the ears on top of it. I am currently, though I have not fixed this yet, my piece of elastic is too short. It finishes here, which is not enough to go around the entirety of the rest of the circle that I have left. So I'm going to need to unpick this and stretch it out further when I sew it, because I can't just use a longer piece of elastic because that will make it too big for the head. It will just fall off. So it has to be this size, so I just have to make sure I stretch it enough. I am going to watch some video tutorials to help me do this properly and make it easier so I don't get it wrong again and I don't waste my time trying out different things when there's already a way that I can do it properly.